Now, Jimmy Carr has found himself at the centre of a storm due to a joke in his latest Netflix special. Apparently, Leo, no laughing matter.
Well, apparently not. It's upset a lot of people. We're not allowed to play the clip or say what the joke was. But I mean, you can see it. You can see it online. It's. I watched the clip. I thought.
Can I do it to you in can I say it in French or something?
Yeah, say it in French.
Or Sanskrit.
Please say it in Sanskrit.
I mean, look, I've
I've
read this joke several times.
Yeah.
And it's a joke about the travelling community, about gypsies in relation to the Holocaust.
Yeah.
And I guess that's where we'll leave it. Our viewers have enough gumption to find the clip online.
And it really
this
works.
Is what
I mean, wait until the end of the show. Wait until the end of the show. But it's online, and you can see it, and it works as a joke. You can see it crushes in the room. Like, it gets a huge laugh, and it works as a joke because he's wrong-footing the audience. You expect him to go one way, and he goes another way with a really, sort of sick twist. Because it's Jimmy Carr. He's famous for being...
It's a disgusting, outrageous joke, because that is what Jimmy Carr does. And by the way, he's joking.
He's joking. This is the thing that nobody seems to... The Labour MP Nadine Whittle has written...
By the way, very good stand-up, Nadia.
Yeah, knows a lot.
I've seen her absolutely storm the Comedy Store. Great closer.
In the comedy clubs. And she's written to Netflix, a.k.a. ran to teacher, urging the platform to remove Jimmy Carr's latest stand-up special, which has been heavily criticised in the wake of an online backlash where people have obviously just clipped out, the words, completely shorn of any sort of delivery or nuance or context, or, just the fact that it's a comedian in a comedy club telling comedy jokes to people who've paid for tickets to see comedy. So the whole thing is obviously comedy. It's not in any way some sort of political rally. Other people have written to Netflix to remove his material, and they've also requested...
How do you write to Netflix? Have they got a postal address?
They will do. Well, they've probably got an email because they're all, high tech now. So probably.
Yeah. I mean, do you think Netflix will take any notice of this? Because I thought it was great the way Spotify stood by their great talent, Joe Rogan.
Well, what might happen is so they're pushing for streaming services to be brought under Ofcom regulations, because obviously GBNews and channels like this are governed by Ofcom regulations.
I mean, you wouldn't know it watching this show.
Well, we can't say certain things, so we can't.
Did you know there's a picture of you at the Ofcom offices?
Just smiling benevolently down.
Nick, what do you think about this? You're going to condemn Jimmy Carr and have him cancelled?
Yes, he should be cancelled, absolutely. It's appalling hate speech, and I've had enough of it. Look, Zara Sultana, MP, said Jimmy Carr's joke, she put it in inverted commas, and then she said how disgusting it was. It doesn't really work just to put a joke in inverted commas. It was a professional comedian at a comedy show. Do you know what I mean? It's like... Yes, it is actually a joke. Just because you put it in inverted commas doesn't make it not a joke. What an absurd line of attack.
And this is, by the way, somebody very censorious deciding what a joke is and what a joke is not.
Right, I mean...
And that in itself is scary.
Whether you like the joke or not, you can't deny it's a joke. He's at a comedy show, there are people laughing, it's on Netflix under the comedy section. So that's quite important. Then she says, mocking racist genocide has no place in comedy or a decent society. Now, call me a hater, I think we probably should mock racist genocides. Do you know what I mean? I'm against them and think they should be mocked. She's saying you can't mock genocide. Well, of course you can, because that's the whole point. We mock things that we don't like and things that are serious. That's how we get comedy. The problem is, with her line of thinking, you'll have no comedy in the end. Now, I do want to give the other side and say, if you're in the traveller community, which the joke is kind of aimed at, you probably do get sick of being the butt of the joke all the time. But that's why we have to joke about everyone. And there is something in his joke. It does reveal that is one group that you can still mock. So there is something, like when he mocked anti-vaxxers recently and exposed that that's actually a group you can get away with mocking. And I actually hated that joke. But I don't think he should be banned, or I'm not claiming that it's not a joke.
You just have to take the heat because you're in that one victim group.
Exactly.
But the point is, as long as everyone's a victim, that makes it a level playing field.
You can't laugh for 45 minutes and then suddenly get offended.
Right.
Well, didn't that happen to Frankie Boyle, who I think we can all agree is another brilliant comic, just like Jimmy Carr? Not to everyone's taste, but both of them great joke writers and very popular performers. And I think that somebody sat through an obscene hour and a half from Frankie Boyle until a particular illness was mentioned that a family member of theirs had, and suddenly they walked out.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't have it both ways.
Yeah. And some people deliberately try and get offended. I had somebody wrote an email to a comedy club that I perform at, and they said, I came to see Leo's show in July, and it was horrific and offensive. I came back to see it in October, and it was still horrific and offensive. Can you ban him, please?
And it was
like, why don't you...
Unacceptable.
Yeah,
that's the word you always get.
I believe that was the
unacceptable.
comedy critic from Time Out, wasn't it?
I said to Leo, why can't you just be acceptable? You know what I mean? Like everyone else.
Can't you be a bit more vanilla? I mean, look,
be like me.
This guy's going home in a
Super
Bentley
slick.
tonight.
Yeah.
People say, you know, where do we draw the line? We draw the line where people don't laugh. People laughed at that joke. It made it onto his Netflix special. It clearly works as a joke.
And look, I mean, okay, I don't particularly explore comedy around the Romany gypsy travelling community. It's not in my act. I've not heard either of you do it, but I nearly see this as a test case for free speech.
It is.
You know, it's not about the detail of the joke. It's the principle that nothing is off limits in a comedy environment.